Hey, everybody, listen. This is Friday night. Okay, Friday night trending topics, and we talking about a woman scorned. Hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Listen, guys, I thank y'all for being here, and we are doing it express. Y'all hear me? Because y'all be trying to hold me all night. We're doing an express train ride, okay? Express train ride. But we got all with a show for y'all tonight. Listen, have you heard? I want to say you pronounce his name Zion. If it's wrong, one of the train riders will correct me. Williamson. He's an NFL player. All he tried to do, he just tried to, do a gender reveal party to let the people know that he was having a baby. Wanted to let the people know the gender. Whoo! When he came out with that party, honey, the woman came out the woodworks. But one of them, she's an ex-PRN star. We can't say certain words on YouTube. And that chick is out of her everlasting mind. Though he's NBA, thank you. That's right, NBA star. Yeah. Woo! That chick she's. But we're gonna get into it. Thank you, Jersey Girl 68. I appreciate you. Okay, so her name is Moriah Mills. We're gonna talk about this Tasha K and Cardi B thing. Listen, guys. You know what? The whole world, we got to start learning how to forgive and forgive a little bit quicker. Seriously. When you're utilizing your energy on the same negative story or situation over and over again, team too much. It's like you got better things to do with your life. Yeah, and you said two women have come out to child. His story is messy. But this Moriah Mills, ooh, she's a piece of work. That's right, everybody. Give me a choo-choo. And then we're going to talk about Kim K. Finally saying that, Kanye West was right. Maybe Northwest shouldn't be on TikTok. Or if she is on TikTok, maybe she needs to be censored. Kim K finally caved in. Okay? So y'all know what we need. Come on now, latch on. You know what I need in that chat now? The train riders, right? Come on now. I need a what? A choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. We're about to board this express train for Friday night trending topics. And like I said, we got all what a show, okay? Let me board the people up here. We got our monthly ticket holder in the building tonight. Hey, Robin.
Hey, I'm monthly ticket holder and timekeeper. It's Express.
Express. Hey, Dustin.
Number 5, choo-choo. Love you, Diva.
I love you back. Hey, in my opinion.
Hey, Diva.
Hey, Leo.
Hey, I'm ticket number one stunner. Choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
You stole ticket number one.
Hey, man.
You got it next time, in my opinion.
I couldn't even get out the phone with Diva. You done took me.
Listen, let me do a short update about last night. Last night was graduation blues. We had that chick that did a drop the mic moment on for graduation. And you know me, I can come back and say, she's a mess. She's a mess. She's a hot, flaming mess. And I really think now, with more information coming out, that she literally just did that to have a viral moment. And shame on her. Shame on her. She's disgusting for that. Playing with people's lives. And she's from Queens. Well, at least the college she went to was in Queens. Community college. And I don't have nothing. I went to the community college too. So I'm not shading a community college. I'm just saying this girl's a hot, flaming mess. She's playing games in something that's so important. Education.
Exactly.
And then you're doing a trigger moment because you're bringing in racial stuff in that thing. Because what she was saying was that the administrator was being racist. She was, because she said she allowed everybody else to tell their story except her. So I'm going to say shame on this chick. Shame on her. I'm not even playing the video again. All I'm gonna say, this her right here, shame on her. Shame on her for playing games. Everybody now wants to just have a viral moment, and it's pissing me off.
And I don't know if you saw, Diva, but other women who also graduated, by the way, black women did TikTok videos saying this is a total lie. She is very problematic and she totally did this on purpose and for selfish reasons.
It's sad, right? Why would she do that? Knowing you know, there's so much going on in the world right now when it comes to race. Why would she do that? But we're not even gonna waste our Friday night on her. You know what? Now she gets an F. They need to snatch back that degree because I'm sick of her. Who are we shaming? Logged on to her, shame on her. Happy Friday, Diva and chat. Happy Friday, Miss Matt. There was a girl yesterday who, you know, we showed this story where let me just share my screen again.
She fought the administrator for the mic, only to drop it on the ground, being disrespectful.
At the graduation. Let's see.
Okay, let's go. You didn't let me get my moment, so I want to say my name is Cardi Diallo, and I'm graduating today. I don't like how you snatched the mic out of my hand, so today is going to be all about me.
Oh, drops the mic. Congratulations!
Well,
Wow.
that was her, just to give y'all a recap. But what pissed me off is when more came out in that story, and the more that came out is she was just trying to have a moment. She was being messy. She's messy, boots. Well, we will not waste another minute on her because if she gets an F, shame on her. Shame on her. Shame on her, because you made it a whole racial thing, and there are other black people that came out and said, no, you are problematic and you was being messy. Now let's get on to Friday night topics, okay? So tonight's topics, we got this. He's a basketball player and NBA, okay? And he's young. I want to say he's in his 20s, right? So Zion, am I saying his name right? Zion Williamson. It all started because he decided to come out, and he has a girlfriend that is pregnant. Poor thing, okay? Has a girlfriend that is pregnant, and they wanted to have the party where they tell the family whether it's going to be a boy or girl. Well, when they did that, because everybody got to do everything on social media. When he did that, he set the other females he was dealing with on fire. See, man, I hate to say this. Sometimes men could be so stupid. You know, you got chicks that you dealing with. Did you think they was going to be happy when they saw you come out with the other boo, acknowledging her and the fact that she's pregnant? 23. Thank you, Lizzie. 23. But on the side, outside of his girlfriend, yeah, he's slow. He's slow.
I'm laughing at the chat.
Real slow.
He's real slow. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
That part, right? So, you know, he was dealing with a PRN star. Got to watch your words on YouTube. Dealing with her, and this chick fell in love. She got caught up. But I'm a mix between she got caught up and falling in love, or falling in love with the money he was giving her.
She was falling in love with that D. We know what she fell in love with, because she was getting the money. She messed up her bag.
Yeah. So you know, so she got all in her feelings, to the point where they suspended her Twitter account because she was blacking out every day since she found out another chick was having this baby. She was on Twitter saying she going to release all the sex tapes that they had together. And
oh my God.
Yeah, whether you are a male or a female, revenge PRN is not legal. So Twitter suspended her. Okay, she was asking for her money, and she's so stupid because now what other man in the NBA or any high powered person will want to mess with her, knowing that she's gonna run her mouth and lose her natural mind? Well, she was calling him, saying she hated him, she wanted her money, he owed her money, he owed her a condo, all kind of stuff. And do you know, this chick is psycho, because out of all this fighting and threatening that she does to him, she goes and puts his name on her face.
Oh, girl, you better cut that.
I cannot play the sound. She tattooed his name on her face. This chick is sick.
And she's a pretty girl.
Pretty girl. Pretty girl. She's psychotic. Okay. So we're gonna stop sharing that. And let me just she more than a dummy. Something ain't right with this chick. You know you are fighting this man, you're threatening. First of all, in some of her tweets, what she did was she was tagging his team, the Pelicans, and she was tagging the NBA. She was being messy. Yes, she did ruin her face. This girl, though, she's scary to me. Now let me see where my other screen is at. I'm trying to see. I was trying to bring up. I may have to look for it again. Let me see. I may have to look for it again. But I had where this chick is crazy though. She's absolutely out of her mind. Here she is. That's the tattoo. That's the one I want to share.
Lord have mercy.
Okay. So Moriah Mills gets Zion tattooed on her face amid the sex tape threats. Okay, she threatened to release them. All right. Moriah Mills recently shared a clip in which she appears to be getting a new face tattoo. The tattoo says Zion, a reference to New Orleans Pelicans player and alleged ex of Mills. Okay, Zion Williamson. Mills has kept up consistent chatter about Williamson lately, even going so far as to threaten him with sex tapes. Her Twitter account has recently been suspended amid the ordeal. Mills accused Williamson of cheating on her shortly after he announced he was having a child with another woman. She continued to unleash on the NBA player, accusing him of being a sex addict, a liar, a cheater, and much more. The situation even recently sparked a petition to stop Moriah Mills because it's been days. The OnlyFans creator previously tweeted claiming that Williamson betrayed her. She later described herself as heartbroken, wondering when the pain would end. Okay, you're my everything, she told Williamson. It doesn't seem like she'll be getting over him anytime soon, judging by her new ink. Okay, so she threatened to drop the tapes. She threatened to have his job, to get him fired. Why would he speak to her? I mean, she has literally been going on a tyrant, mad as I don't know what. She's gone. She's pissed. But listen, here's the thing. Not trying to be fresh. You're a PR and star. He was giving you money. You used him. He used you. You got caught up. But when you get in funds in exchange for your services, you should at the very least, know where you stand. Robin, I'll start with you.
Okay. I'd like to start by asking a question. I have two questions, but the biggest one I have is for you, Diva.
Mm-hmm.
Have you developed your curriculum yet?
For what?
How to be a side chick.
Child, I'm going to have to do it, right? They're going to have to learn these people.
Did she... Okay, so that's the first thing. But the next thing is, the last I remember reading, she was still talking about moving to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Saying, you better have my apartment ready.
her condo.
The condo, right.
Uh-huh.
So she is, I wonder what kind of crazy she is.
Yeah,
she's certifiable, or did she just go off the deep end with this? Because he may have misled her.
Mm-hmm.
And because we know men will do that. They can lie and lie very well. So I don't know. I think that, she needs a friend, and especially because she's been so vocal, somebody needs to grab her up if she has any friends or family that care.
Well, you know what, Robin, men lie, right? But my thing is, she was getting big time dollars in exchange for her services. Did she really think it was something more?
Of course she did. Of course she did. Not just because she was an adult entertainer on the film, but because he is so ginormously wealthy. She probably believed that that's how all wealthy men treat the women that they engage with on whatever level. And so I believe she thinks that she was like Kim Zolciak with Big Papa.
She is real slow. She messed up her bag with Future Cheetah. She sure did. She sure did. She's a dummy. She's a dummy. And now you done tattooed this man's name on your face.
Oh, I hope that was fake.
I hope so too. Dustin, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I think she knew that he was in the NBA and she wanted all of his money from him. I think that she found out she was in the NBA or he was in the NBA and she wanted all of his money. So I think she's one of the gold diggers.
She definitely was, because she did some of them things. She messages. She kept saying, "Give me my money. You owe me money. You better have my condo."
He don't owe her no money.
Not a dime.
Not a dime. That's a gold digger, dude. That's my opinion on it. That's a gold digger all the way.
Yeah, gold digger all the way. You know who I felt bad for? I felt bad for the pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah, I do too.
For sure, I don't think she knew what she had.
And I hope that picture that you showed her getting a tattoo, hope that was not real. If it was, she's crazy, then I box her up.
That part. Radius, what are your thoughts?
Side chicks gotta learn their place.
Come on now. Let me sit up.
Like, side chicks been here since before Jesus' time.
Come on
this
now.
This ain't nothing new under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
These side chicks need to have these NDAs, have these contracts signed and ready. If he said he was gonna get you a condo, where's the paperwork to prove that? Mm-hmm. Did you sign documentation for that? Did he get it? Did he buy it and he gonna get it signed over to you? Did y'all go house shop together? No. You're just out here with this fantasy mind and you just telling the public bits and pieces to try to get people on your side. Mm-hmm. And she's messing up her own bag. If she is an adult entertainer, mm-hmm. what future John's gonna want to work with you if you out in all their business?
That part.
So she messing up her future bag with her industry, and she messing up her stuff on social media. Mm-hmm. And if you gonna get them where it hurt, do the Kim K what Kim K mama did. Sell it to a third party and act like it was leaked and get the money on the back end, ma'am. You don't say, "Oh, I'm gonna leak it if you don't give me X, Y, and Z." No, ma'am. You leak it and give yourself the moment. You get all the money and you redirect them to your website, ma'am. Come on now, like,
come on.
She didn't get the game from her mama. Like, what is going on?
Come on, listen. DMX sung a whole song about it. What they really want from her. He said, "You use me, I use you." Now she say she didn't know nothing about this chick. It's a possibility, but now you know. It was what it was. And if you never met his mama, you never been to his house, you never been, wherever, you already know something's up right there too. Have you ever been to a basketball game, girl? So you got what you got and you got what you signed up for. Know your place. And like you said, Radiance, they've been around forever. But back then, at least they knew their role. You shut up. Not seen and not heard. Leo, what are your thoughts?
Y'all know side chicks ain't doing that no more. Side chicks ain't doing that no more. The young lady this relationship has really cracked her brain. I don't know what she was doing before she was dealing with him, but whatever he did, the big D energy or whatever, he has really, really cracked her brain till she has a tattoo on her face of a man that don't want her. And you know what though? Well, we can't underestimate crazy because he's 23 years old. And yes, he is doing the gender reveal and all this other kind of craziness for the new baby mama. But men tend to like crazy. Y'all think he don't like that crazy? He knew that was crazy. He knew that was crazy.
You got a point.
And he still was doing his shenanigans.
You got a point. You all right. They do know. You know what they know? They know Leo, but I don't know if he knew she was this off her rocker.
I know he probably didn't because he's 23, but he gonna know now. He done got learned. He fit to get learned some more.
He got learned.
Yes.
He got learned because that girl tagged the NBA. She tagged the Pelicans. She was going off. And I'm surprised with Elon Musk like in charge of Twitter that they shut her down that quickly. They shut her down. And 1.2 million followers on Twitter, and they shut that Twitter account down. Because
the NBA, she tagged the NBA. NBA ain't gonna play them games like that.
Right.
Let me say something, David, real quick, and I don't mean to interrupt anybody.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've seen what Elon Musk just recently done. He passed some new rules. If you do something on Twitter and you don't, and he sees it, it goes past the Twitter rules, that he takes them down for, I think it's 3 days, or it takes it down permanently. It depends on what they do, but she must have done something pretty bad for them to take her down that quickly.
Oh, she threatened revenge PORN, and that's not legal. And it doesn't matter if the man does it against a female or a female does it against a male. It's not legal. So they shut it down.
I didn't know that. So thank you for telling me that, Dave. I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah, no worries. Did you finish, Leo?
Yep, I'm done.
Okay, in my opinion, your
sorry, Leo, if I interrupted you.
It's no problem, baby. No problem. We don't catch feelings on the train.
That's right. Now, come on now. In my opinion, your thoughts?
Listen here, Diva. Let me tell you something. Sis girl needs to go ahead and go to the nearest psychiatric ward and check herself in ASAP. Mm-hmm. Because she posted the receipts that he was paying her $20,000 a session. Now, if I was getting $20,000 one time,
you better stop that,
Diva.
No, he was paying her.
Man, stop playing with me. I don't care how big he is. I don't care what he was doing. Okay, if you was getting that kind of money, you could have bought your own condo. Okay, let me tell you, Diva, this lady's so stupid. Like, I want to check her into a psychiatric ward myself and hit her with a hammer. Okay, like, this don't make no sense. People, don't get in your feelings over some peen. Okay, it's some more peen out there that's better than that one.
It certainly is.
Mm-hmm. But
girl, done lost your whole mind.
I don't know if that ping is going to pay you 20 K per session now. But
well, it may not pay you 20K, but she was doing OnlyFans before then, so she should have stayed to her OnlyFans too. I'm pretty sure she would get some money over there.
Yeah, well, now with
that fake booty.
But now with his name, and it's a shame, she's a beautiful girl. Now with his name tattooed on the side of her face, she's crazy. I mean, why wouldn't you put it on? If you was gonna do it, I might have put it on my back. My face, not my face, not my face. She's a nut job. She's a nut job. Emmanuel, what are your thoughts?
Let me say 3 things. Number 1, you're right. She's a nut job. Who does that? He better go and get a restraining order because she looks like the type of chick that'll probably go scratch his car or do something to the
burn his house down.
So
wait a minute.
Number 2, let me tell you, the main chick always wins.
Come on now.
Okay.
For the most part.
Well, yeah, for the most part. And then lastly, a message to all the P stars and the OF girls. Let me tell you something. Let's be real. Does a man want to maybe, spend the night with you? Mm-hmm. Sure. Do you think he's going to make you your wife though? Exactly. So they got to keep that in mind.
That's so real. You know what though? These people, they hang on to the 1% success stories. Like, what's Prince Charles' wife? They hang on to stories like that. No disrespect. Margie Harvey. They hang on to stories like that and they think they're going to win. But 99% of the time, they do not win. They do not win. Look at Martell Holt's side chick. They got divorced, him and Melody. Did he go run into her? Did he marry her? No. And this man constantly says he wants to get married again. And is he marrying her? No. Because most of them don't respect, excuse my language, they don't respect the hoe that they know was hoeing with them when they was with their wife. They don't
can't turn no hoe into no housewife.
That part, they don't. They don't really have no respect for that.
Yeah, I mean, because do they even respect themselves if they're up to it? I mean, I'm just saying, because what this guy did, let's be honest, it was just a service that he was getting.
That's right. That's right. He paid for a service.
Exactly.
He paid for a service, and that's the with her. That's the part where I don't understand how she felt she was a girlfriend and not hired to do a service, because she was getting paid. And not only was she getting paid, she was getting paid very well. So I think she has a mixture of anger. I think part of her anger is she fell in love.
Mm-hmm.
Did she not watch, what was that Julia Roberts movie? See, she fantasized.
Pretty Woman.
I love Pretty Woman too.
Pretty Woman.
I can watch that thing 1,000 times, but that story don't really ever happen.
Never, very rarely. I doubt it.
Well,
Yeah.
she wasn't a real one anyway. You remember her friend was trying to get her into it, so she wasn't even a real one anyway.
Yeah, but you get my point. They see these stories and they think, oh, that's going to be me. She forgot the script. She sure did. Girl, you was getting paid for a service. And very well. $20,000 a shot, and he did it more than once. Good gosh. They both like going down. Savannah, what are your thoughts?
Hi, Diva. Hi, panel. Hey, it just breaks my heart that every time I hear you say that statement that she was just being paid for her service, and that these young ladies, these young beautiful women, fail to realize that their beauty and they are more than just a service to men. Mm-hmm. And they are degrading themselves and not seeing that their value, that they're losing their beauty and their value, and they are they're just more than just a service to men. And I don't know much about this story or who the young lady is, but to be labeled as just being paid for just a service, it is just disheartening that these young ladies, beautiful women, are more than just as being a service to men. And so that's disheartening to hear you continuously say that. So
yeah, it's disheartening, right? But she chose a profession of being a PR star. She has an OnlyFans account, but I think maybe she, from the way she fell in love, and this is my opinion, like my thoughts on this, because how she's losing her marbles over this man. She's losing it. She literally said when she was getting her butt done, that's when he cheated on her. So you thought this was a relationship. So where in your mind in a relationship does the man pay you for services? How is that like? How did you think that was a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship? But maybe because she's in a certain industry, she's in the PRN industry, maybe she thought that you get paid for your services and you can, I don't know what her thought process was. But it's off. It was nowhere where this man was, taking you to dinner, said you was the girlfriend, and unless you like have lost your natural mind, you had to know you wasn't a girlfriend. He's in the NBA. You can't go to a game. There's no way I'm gonna date an NBA player.
But Diva, that was her first claim. She was like, "You hid me out in hotels, but you taking her out everywhere."
Well, what's the thing, in my opinion, she knew she was being hidden. She knew she was being hidden. So you knew, you signed up for this. Go ahead, Emmanuel. It sounded like you was going to say something. Then I'm going to go to Chef Cab.
Oh, no. You can go to Chef Cab.
Okay, Chef Cab, your thoughts?
Oh, wow. Sadly, she's basically messing up her future right now.
Right.
Because no one's going to deal with her. I was listening to this ex-porn star talk on the show one time years ago.
Say PRN.
I'm sorry, PR, whatever, sex, but adult star. And she said a lot of them are now making money on the side with these NBA players, NFL, you know what I mean? And the person said, because they were older, and she said, the one thing we have over the younger people is discretion. That's what they pay for. So no one's going to touch her now. He'll be a fool to touch her now because she's in her feelings. You know, now, what did they establish? I don't know, as far as whatever conversation he had with her. But obviously her feelings got caught up. And so, you know, you got to put your big girl drawers on and deal with it. Because if he's not pulling you out in public, he's hiding you in hotel rooms. You know what I mean? Like, you know, she got caught up in her feelings. So I agree. I think the money stopped for her and she got in her feelings financially because he's not, I don't know how much he was giving her on a regular, but
$20,000.
Just one time?
No. Yeah, one each session.
Each session, and he did 5 sessions with her, but when his baby mama got pregnant, he told her he couldn't do it no more.
So yeah, so she said, yeah, oh, that's easy. She's just mad because he cut the money off. But see, where she messed up at is he could have easily, and I know people don't want to hear this, but if she's doing this type of business, you can easily say, yo, I got a client for you. I'm out the picture, but you know what I mean? Woo woo. Who's gonna step in the bedroom with this woman or hotel room with this woman? He'll be a fool because she's putting too much out there. So,
in my opinion, do me a favor. I'm sorry, Chuck. In my opinion, do me a favor. Drop your channel in the chat. You know what? Here's the thing, right, Chef Cab, right? And in my opinion, she knew what it was. You're being hidden. You get paid. You're asking about your condo. Now, let me tell you this. If she didn't run her mouth, and it's sad, but I'm going to tell you it's true. If she did not run her mouth, he would have came back to her. He would have did the dad, whatever because when you get $20,000 per session and you did more than one, there's something that chick was doing that you liked a whole lot. I don't care how much money you have. $20K is a lot of money. So, and then he wanted to buy her a condo so she could be closer. So in my mind, you wanted it even more. The only reason why you only had it, the amount of time that you had it, probably was because of the distance. So she ran her mouth too soon and too fast. And like everybody says, she messed up her own bag.
And she messed up her future bag.
She messed up her future bags but she really messed it up because now you tattooed his name on the side of your face. Now you're going to help the people. If anybody was under a rock and didn't know who you were, they're going to know for sure now because you don't put this man's name on your cheek. Do it on your back or somewhere discreet. Like, are you crazy?
Yeah. That's a crazy dude.
Yes, he is. Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you a quick thing. I heard a pastor say one time, somebody said you can put a dress and makeup on ugly. You can't do nothing with crazy. And that's real. Woo. You can't do nothing with crazy. You can put something new makeup on ugly, but you can't do nothing with crazy. Crazy is just a whole nother level. She crazy.
They both crazy. She got crazy P and he got toxic D. They belong together. Like you said, Diva, had she waited, he would have came back to her. And she would have got her condo. She would have no patience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because he ain't married to nobody. He ain't married to nobody. He ain't married to none of these chicks.
He's not.
He got more chicks than y'all.
Yeah.
So play the sidelines and wait. Just calm down.
Oh, but she went crazy. She started talking about how she was gonna put out the sex tapes where he was eating her booty out and all that. It just went crazy.
Wow.
She lost her mind. But I mean, first of all, nobody doubted from the moment she came out that, you know, he was with her. Some people think that doing stuff like that is going to bring him back. And she also, I think, wanted to extort money from him. Because I believe before she even said all of that, she was saying stuff to him. And he probably did the best thing he could and just ignored her. And because there was some text where he said, I can't send you all this money at once because it's going to look suspicious. He said, I got to send you like 9,000, whatever. But she just lost her natural. She lost it.
Diva.
Yes.
Real quick. Would you put it in the category as a stalker?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%. She's unhinged. 100%. When you can go on a social media platform and you're tagging my job, you're tagging the boss, you're tagging my team,
my God.
you're telling the team, she told the team that they don't need this fraud on their team. They should drop him. Well, girl, that is going with your money. She lost
and you don't mess with my job. If you want me to black out, stop doing stuff with my job. I'll black straight out. Okay, so oh Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that's tech. Yeah, it sure is. She's crazy. But see, it's a lesson to these men too. Be careful what you run up in.
Mm-hmm. And be honest with you, if you brought the financial scale down, she no different from a woman showing up to a man job acting a fool and getting him fired.
Absolutely.
She no different. And could you imagine that being somebody's baby mama? Oh my God. Whoever has sex in her next, unless you are making a scene, you do not go up in her raw. Because if she get pregnant, I don't even want to think about.
How about I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole? I think she saved a lot of men out there. Because who would deal with that? You have got to be stark, raving, crazy, and desperate if you would touch her. And not only that, when the girl, she said she was pregnant. She said, I might be pregnant too. That's how crazy this chick was. She was saying she might be pregnant. She lost it.
He better pray to God that girl ain't pregnant. Because if you got to deal with her for 18 years, Lord have mercy.
She ain't pregnant because at first she started saying I was supposed to be the one to carry your baby and all this. She just went on a psychic rant. I'm telling you, somebody needs to take that girl to the first mental ward that they get to and have this girl evaluated.
Yep.
5150. Quick.
Yeah, she would have definitely, if she was pregnant, she would have never let up, and it would have been his worst nightmare. So anyway, let's move on for him. I mean, one of these NBA players, NFL players, when are they going to learn? When are they going to learn?
Never.
Well, you said
they're never going to learn, Diva.
Yeah, you're right. I might as well go ahead and move on. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to this Tasha K and Cardi B story. Now, I'm going to just summarize it really quickly. And we all know that Cardi B sued Tasha K. Tasha K lost the suit, owes her $4 million. Tasha K filed bankruptcy. Tasha K said, I ain't got it. I can't pay her. She said, if I did have it, I would pay her, but I don't have it. And those two seem to can't get, they just plucking away at each other. And it's pure silliness. It's crazy. It's insanity. So the latest rant that happened between those two was how did it actually start? Let me just remind myself how it started. Well, they've been going back and forth. Okay, so they're back, going at each other. And what in my opinion, remind me, how did this thing start up again? In my opinion, you there? Did I lose you?
It started with the Offset comment.
Steve, I think it started with
the Offset comment, correct?
Cardi brought up Tasha K's children in regards to when she made the comment on
she won't be
she
able
was
to
going to make sure that her kids don't go to college.
No, Diva, it started with the submarine.
It started with Tasha K.
Yeah.
Well, hold on 1 second, man. Emmanuel, you are correct. It started with that sub, whatever,
with the stepson
and Cardi went off on the stepson because he went to a concert a Blink, what is it, 182 or whatever that group name is, concert while they was looking for his billionaire stepdad in the water. So Cardi B went off about that. Well, see, that's a problem too with Cardi B, right? Cardi B thinks she's one of us. Listen, if one of us get on our Twitter, Instagram, or whatever, we everyday people. But I'm not going to be a Beyonce, a Diana Ross, whoever you want to name. I'm not going to be one of those people on the Instagram going off and blacking out on everyday scenarios. That's not what you do. Too much is given, much is required. Do you know what I mean? So you cannot do those things when you're at a certain level. So Cardi B did that, and then go ahead, Emmanuel.
And then Tasha K then commented under someone's Instagram, I'm not sure, but she said, "Weren't you the one that was
the billionaire son?" She commented on there, and then she
okay. Yeah, she was like, "Weren't you the one waving pow pows after takeoff passed? Everyone greets differently." And then Cardi went on her Twitter rampage and was like, "Don't put Takeoff's name in your mouth, blah blah blah. I'm gonna make sure your kids don't go to college because I'm gonna get every red cent of the $4 million that you owe me." And then that's how they started going back and forth again.
And so today was the latest. Thank you, Emmanuel, in my opinion, for the catch up there. And today, Tasha went on a long rant. Part of
real long.
Part of it, she said how, you know, she can get all the court documents and do a whole documentary. It's just a mess. And then she alleged that Offset is still cheating on Cardi B. It's a whole hot mess. And some girl that actually had photos or videos and said that Offset will wait till Cardi B left the house and then snuck her in the house. And the girl had videos allegedly and with their daughter's bed in the background. It's just a whole hot mess. And before I go around and speak to everybody, I want to say this. If you're in like a dispute with somebody, okay, have your words. But when you find yourself 5, 10, 3 days, years later, still going back and forth with that person, I'm going to say this. You'll both lose. There are no winners. You know, there's people that split down the middle and they're like, Tasha's winning, Tasha's winning. Listen, I'm telling you, they're both losing. They're losing a battle that nobody's going to win in the end. Nobody. And right now, do you know who's winning? The lawyers are winning. Because the longer this gets dragged out in the courthouse, you have to have a lawyer, and lawyers are expensive. Even cheap lawyers are expensive. Cheap lawyers cost $100 an hour. That's why a lot of, you know, people, they do plea deals and stuff like that because they just don't have the money. They don't have the finances to even fight their case. And then they get these public defenders sometime. And I know I'm going a little bit off the track. And the public defender said it'd be in your best interest if you just take a plea deal. So neither one of these people are winning, in my opinion. And I think it's a disservice to both of them. And I think it's mentally and emotionally and physically tearing away at the both of them. Cardi B should not be a celebrity. And the reason why I'm saying that is that girl wears her feelings on her sleeve. You got to have tough skin when you're in the entertainment business. Because even when you're perfect, somebody out there is going to find a reason to talk about you. And if comments and social media is going to get you triggered like that, then you're not built for this business. Cardi B was tougher on Love and Marriage Hip Hop. Now she act like she can't stand with somebody just saying something about her. And you know what? There's an old saying that if you keep putting fuel in the fire, it's going to keep burning. And that's what they're doing right now. It's sad to watch. I don't like it. I think it's a hot mess. And I'm going to tell you this about a judgment. At the end of the day, even if you don't get the money, your family get the money, somebody going to get the money, because there's certain things a person can do. They're going to have to pay that judgment. They can't do but so much. That judgment is going to be like a black cloud over you. You can't run from it. You can't run. You really can't hide. Now, when you buy a house, they do something called a title search. And with that title search, anybody you owed in the past that you thought you was ducking and shiving, you ain't getting that house until those people get paid. I promise you that. But now, I'll go ahead and go around and get your thoughts on this situation. Robin, what are your thoughts?
It's a mess. I think that, like you said, Cardi B is not ready for prime time. She should just leave it to the attorneys, because we know that so far she has the ability to retain them and let them work on the case. She does not need to give a blow by blow about this at all. She's gotten a judgment. Now we just have to wait for the final outcome. She's not patient enough. That's what's wrong with the young people. They want it now.
Sorry.
Sorry. One more important thing I forgot to say. In Cardi's rant, she also said that her private investigator found out that Tasha is embezzling money in Africa, and she said she's going to put her in jail.
Yeah, she did say that. She did say that. This thing is the nastiest online fight that I've seen, like, ever. It's nasty. It's nasty, and I think that each one of them keep poking the bear. But Cardi has said from the initial stuff that the videos had gave her anxiety and all of that. So my thing is, you won the judgment. Why do you keep why are you bumping your head against the same wall? If you know you're going to take everything she got, if you know you're not going to stop until you see the justice you want to see, what need is it to tell us? Move in silence. Dustin, what are your thoughts?
I was gonna say, I think it's really sickening what's going on all the way around, Diva. I really do. I think that they should just do it in a timely manner. It don't need to be done right now, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done pretty quickly, but not now. But I think that neither one of them are winning by making it like this. I think they should wait to see what the court thinks. Do I think that Tasha K should win? No, I do not. I think Cardi B should get her money.
Yeah, thank you, Dustin. Radiance,
you're welcome, Diva.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, Radiance?
My first mind says that these two have an alliance. Ain't no way they dragging this out for 6, 7 years, however many years it's been. We so tired we can't keep count of it anymore. They don't probably know when it started. But that's my first mind. Second mind is Cardi needs to let it go and let it, whenever she's able to catch up to Tasha K, to let that be it. Don't announce to the world, oh, I found this. My lawyers found this. Stop announcing everything on social media. Quietly do your stuff behind the scenes. You don't need to have, you got all these kids. You don't need to have no panic attack, no anxiety attack over this woman. She's not going to be worth it. Your legacy is not worth it. Focus on your music. Focus what you can give to the world and being around your family. And all this energy you give to Tasha K is not going to be worth it in the end. Tasha K, stick to what you know best, YouTube and interviews. But Tasha K keep taking jabs at Cardi B every time and keep, like you said, refilling the fire. So both ladies need to focus on their strengths. And in the end, Tasha K will have to pay her because how things are set up in the law, in the legal system. But I just really think they plan this stuff out to keep both their names relevant. Otherwise, it's just piss poor behavior at this point.
It is. So, Mix Mac, you make a good point. So she said, here's the thing. Cardi B may get the money, but what she wants is for Tasha to stop talking about it. But what she got to understand is she should know at this point, it's been 7 years, she should know who she's dealing with. If Tasha K went to court and lost the case, and got a $4 million judgment against her and still won't shut up and keep Cardi B's name out her mouth? Will she ever? I was leaning towards the thing and no, she's not.
Will she ever keep her name out of her mouth? I don't think she will. I don't think she will, Diva.
She's not. She's not. She already proved to you that she's not. So the thing is, I was always taught growing up, you can only control one person, and that's yourself.
Yes, it is.
So Cardi B can sit there and cry, keep her name out your mouth, this, that, and the other. Because Tasha knows that irritates her, Tasha going to say it even more. Because that's why she went on a whole rant today and got all the way up underneath Cardi B's skin. Leo, what are your thoughts?
I feel the same way. You don't have to look. If Cardi B is a celebrity and that's what she is, she's a rapper, she's in the entertainment business, all those things being true, everybody talk about her. Why would you allow this YouTuber, this blogger, as successful as she was before she started using Cardi B to grow her success and her brand, why would you let this person get up under your skin like that? Why would you give? It's a thing. I watch a lot of politics, and it's the thing that you say, don't punch down. Why would you even address this and give this the energy that you have? You are giving Tasha your power, which in turn Tasha uses against you. And also Tasha K is giving Cardi her power. She's an intelligent woman. Tasha K should be able to run her media business and not have to deal with this foolishness that she has brought on to herself. I'm tired of them. I mean, I'm over it. I really feel like Cardi, at her particular position that she is, honestly, as almost 51-year-old woman, I would not have paid her dust. But I do believe even as a 31-year-old woman, I wouldn't have paid her dust. Because in life, people run their mouth and people talk. How you feel about me is your problem, right? Whether or not you like me or not, that's your problem.
Right.
I can't control how you feel about me. That's your problem. That's not my problem. So I just would not. I just feel like they need to somebody, the two of them, the first person to let it go, gonna be the winner.
That part.
Share your energy with something else.
That part right there. That part right there. That's who's gonna win. The first one that says, you know what, I back down. You can have it.
Not back down. Not back down. Let it go. Give it to the universe. Give it to God. Give it to Allah. Give it to somebody else.
Yeah, that's what I mean. See, what Cardi B don't understand is she won and she got back in the ring. You already won. They gave you the $4 million, girl. What more do you want? You knew when you took her to court. You think you was going to get a $4 million check that day? You had to be smarter than that. But what really is pissing her off, like everybody else is saying, she keeps plucking at her, but you keep allowing it to get to you. So wait, so Rebel said, a lot of people keep bringing this up, right? I want to talk about this really quickly. There were allegations that Cardi B had made racist remarks about Black females, calling us roaches and rats. I heard that a lot of times, and not to you personally, Rebel, just to everybody. What do we do with that, right? So now, because she called us roaches and rats, she should not get her $4 million. So my
it's not what somebody call you; it's what you answer to.
That part right there. Come on, in my opinion. But here's the thing, right? The thing is, anybody, I said this in one of my videos, my still videos, that court is playing Russian roulette.
Yes, it is.
I would not find myself on purpose in nobody's courtroom with a jury that is never, ever, ever going to be of my peers.
That part.
The fact that they say that is a joke. It's a joke. It is. Because half of our peers don't even get the call for jury duty.
No, it doesn't.
If they happen to be there, those that do get the call they tried their best to get out of doing jury duty.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're left with a pool of people that won't understand you, don't look like you, and probably already formed their opinion before they heard a word about the case.
Yes, ma'am.
I wouldn't find myself in nobody's court. And then you got Cardi B, who a lot of people are starstruck, period. And according to what Tasha K said the judge in that case showed favoritism towards Cardi B. Told Cardi B he was a fan. I don't know if it was a male or female, but the judge allegedly told Cardi B, I'm a fan of your work. How the heck is your case going to go in a good way from that point? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. She claims it's all in the
It is in the transcripts.
Yeah, but Tasha K lied too.
Because that judge need to be sanctioned. That judge need to be sanctioned. Oh, I know Robin know what I'm talking about. That judge need to be sanctioned if that was true.
But see, here's the thing that she said also, and this I do know. I was talking to Robin about this, right? Somebody needs to mute. Okay, hold on. So the thing, she also said that she knew she had piss poor lawyers, but it was all she could afford. And I was saying, first of all, lawyers are expensive, even if we needed to get a lawyer, right? And so now you're going up against a celebrity who already is going to have the best lawyers they could possibly have because they just have the access and the money, right? And a lot of these lawyers now, they want a retainer. And it's like, you come up with this retainer, and now you find out your lawyer is a piss poor lawyer. And then the only way you're going to get another lawyer is you got to come up with another retainer. If you don't have that money, what do you do? Now, I'm not saying what Tasha K said is facts. I'm just saying in part of her long rant today, that's some of the things that she alleged and she said.
Wow. Oh, God.
It was
just too much energy, Diva. That's too much energy.
Leo, I wouldn't believe it because if it was me and I was representing her and the judge said that, I would immediately ask that the judge be recused from the case. And if he refused, I go a level up. And if that didn't happen, I'm going on record. And I may go so far as to get to find myself in contempt of court because I'm going to fight that hard for my client. I do not believe that the judge said that at all.
Well, if you remember when the case was going on, she alleged a lot of things about that judge. If you go back and remember when the case was still going on, and there were some bloggers.
Look at how often Donald Trump has.
Yeah, but when she went to the Supreme Court, she didn't put none of that in her Supreme Court statement when she was trying to fight it to the Supreme Court. So,
right, I don't know. We would have to get the transcripts, and I ain't going down that road because it's not this deep for me. But hold on one second. Melissa said Cardi will not get her money. All bloggers talk about it, but all bloggers didn't get sued.
There you go. Or get a
judgment. Cardi needs to stop, especially with her husband cheating, allegedly. But here's the thing. It don't matter if her husband is cheating. He allegedly cheating, whatever. And he cheated before that we know of because it came out his own mouth and her mouth when she was pregnant, right? I think this is all outside stuff to get emotional and kind of distract us from the task at hand. The task at hand is a judgment, a gavel was slapped down. She owes the $4 million. That's a bottom line, point blank, period. It don't matter if Cardi called us roaches and rats. It doesn't matter if her husband is cheating or not cheating. The gavel smacked down, and Tasha owes this woman $4 million. So the thing is right now at this point, is like Tasha clearly said, I don't have it. And there's more things going on where Cardi B is trying to find what she says she does not have. And I think that these two should knock it off. If it's going to be in the courts, let it be in the courts and stop going at each other and clawing at each other verbally, publicly. They got us in the group chat, but we got missing pieces from the group chat. And then they did their slinging mud in the group chat to pull at our emotions and our feelings. When you want to throw out there that she called us roaches and rats, you're pulling out our emotions so we can get emotional and say, no, don't pay her. She shouldn't have to pay Cardi B. When you throw others and be like, no, that's right. Other bloggers talked about her, but other bloggers were not asked and given a cease and desist. Other bloggers didn't say, I'm wiping my behind with the cease and desist. Other bloggers did not have a ton of videos on just Cardi B. Y'all see the difference? That's just
other bloggers didn't get in a court and sit in the witness box and say, yes, I lied.
Come on. Oh, damn. Come on now.
And the other thing is, here's the thing. Neither one of them should be talking at all.
Right.
Because in the days since the judgment, since the verdict, they've both talked too much. Yes. Even every little bit that Cardi says, oh, my lawyers, we know where this, that, and the third is. She needs to just keep that to herself. And then with Tasha with her nonsense about, I ain't got it, but then you're going to show yourself in a video that intimates that you're on another continent,
right?
Depositing some money, having liquidated whatever asset you have. You're just offering fodder and evidence. And it could be, we don't even know that it's true, by the way, necessarily that she did all this, but she's opening herself up to more investigations, period, from the IRS to God only knows who else. So they both, I would tell them both to shut up. And in my house,
that's what should happen, Robin. The judge should say shut up to both of them.
Really? The judge is not going to do it. What has to happen is one of the attorneys has to make the request, file a motion for that to happen.
Right, but that's what I mean. That the Cardi B attorney should do it, but Cardi B, somebody needs to talk to her too, though, right?
Yeah.
Because why you? I'm not getting down in the mud. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. And there ain't nobody that's been that serious to me in my life that I'm gonna be getting down in the mud like that. And if I do, y'all need to check me. I promise you that. Check me. Who did not go?
Don't worry, Diva. You know I'll check you.
Check a sister. Check me now.
I'll check you too, Diva. I'll check you too.
I appreciate y'all. Melissa, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I'm looking at like everything, and I've listened to everybody talking about the situation between Cardi B and Tasha K. I don't know about Cardi B as much. I'm not into her like that,
right,
in regard to her life or whatever. But what I do know is, allegedly, Tasha K is taking. She's not divulging all the story, right? In regard to, she's taking I feel like she's taking the hit off of somebody else, for one thing. So when we sit here and say,
what do you mean by that?
I feel like when everything that she has learned about Cardi B came from somebody else, and though that she will not divulge her sources, she's taking the hit for it. So this is why I think, and I don't think it warrants $4 million on Cardi B's half for her to get her money. She may have lied. She might be lying. Tasha K might be lying for somebody else. But at the same token, I don't think it warrants $4 million. And you have to think about. And you have to finish. So we have to think about this. These are two strong-headed women, right? So it's going to be a tit for tat right now. This is going to be a tit for tat. They're going to attack each other. And I feel like that this is going to be an ongoing thing for a minute. Because one, they don't like each other, right? So they're going to keep going back and forth. But I do believe, I like Tasha K. She's a great journalist. I think she's up and coming, whatever. What I think she did was wrong. But I do feel like there's more to the story. Seriously. Like, I feel like she is taking the fall for somebody else, honestly.
Can I say something about that?
Huh?
Go ahead.
I don't think she's just doing it for herself. I'm telling you, I think she's taking the fall for somebody else.
But before you go, Robin, Melissa, though, would you take a $4 million fall for somebody?
That part.
She probably didn't think it was going to be a $4 million fall. Really, when it first came out, I don't think she would have done that. Like, honestly, I don't think that's what she was. And she was thinking that was going to happen. And for whatever reason, why she's still not coming out with this information is beyond me. Like, I don't understand why you're not. Then tell your story then, because it's not worth the $4 million for real.
Robin, what did you want to say?
Well, a few things. The first of them is we don't have any bit, or that I know of, there has been no evidence introduced that Tasha has not taken responsibility for what she has said. I don't know that she, people do have sources, and if legitimate journalists do have the they have the opportunity to shield their sources, but this was not the case here. Not only that, and she never pled that, she has taken full responsibility. She also had opportunities to remedy the situation from early on, from a cease and desist. She said she was told, just take down the videos, and she said no, and she continued to talk about her, lie, and grow her channel. Now, it's very much just our opinion about whether or not the judgment was fair, just, or valid. But the truth of the matter is that this was adjudicated in a court of law in these United States of America. This is what the jury decided, and we don't have any say unless and until either of us was sitting on that jury, listening every day to the evidence presented. Then we can only have second and third hand, have our own opinion based on second and third hand information.
That point, I was gonna say something after Robin and go.
And her and her husband sat on the stand and said they both knew she had lied. So
that part.
So Pearl Jackson, Tasha K has a right to talk about celebrities. Cardi B wanted to be in the limelight, and she has the
right to talk about it.
Hold on. She has wanted to be in the limelight, and she just has a cheating husband that don't blame Tasha K. She's just reporting the news. So let's talk about this for one second, right? As a blogger here on YouTube, whatever you want to call us, if you see my videos, and listen, I'm not saying everybody has to do it this way. Everybody chooses when they get on this platform to do it whatever the way they want to do it. But to everything that we do in life, there's a consequence. Sometimes the consequences are good. Sometimes they are not good, right? So when you see me come up here, 9 times out of 10, unless I'm talking about one of the reality shows, I have an article. That's reporting the news. That's reporting the news. If you have some type of documentation that you're getting this information from, some type of source, that's reporting the news. If I get a lot of emails from people, but they're not willing to come up here and say what they said in that email. I have no way of knowing who and where that email really came from. I would be reckless and foolish to just take that information, which sometimes is very salacious, and it will probably blow my videos up. But I would be reckless to say, well, I heard that, Janet Jackson, and I got it from a source.
You gotta have proof.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. So what I'm saying is, we gotta know the difference. When we say we got a right to talk about somebody, I mean, that's a little stretch for me, right? And when you say talk about them, what are you reporting something? Or are you just taking something? And here's the thing too, right? It's one thing to tell a story. It's another thing to tell the story about one individual over and over and over again. To me, in my opinion, that is borderline harassment, right? So if the story keeps continuing in the public eye, then that's news. Like this Ocean Gate, right? First they went on the trip. Maybe you had a story about that. Then they got lost. Maybe you had a story about that. Then it's a scandal behind how the thing was made. Then you got a story about that. But now if 15 months later, I just keep talking about these people, talking about the man, talking about this, talking about that, that's a bit much. So I'm saying that I think we are crowding our thoughts to justify either side, whatever side you want to justify. But I'm saying, let's deal with the facts here. No matter how we feel, left or right, a judge hit the gavel and said you owe $4 million. To me, it's no debate left or right anymore. Even the judge said it was excessive. That jury said it was excessive. They made her take the videos down. So how do we say you have a right to talk about whoever you want to talk about, but it went to court and they said, nah, it was too much. Hold on one second, Ladon. Thank you so much for the super chat. Tasha is going to win because she is showing how easy Cardi can be manipulated. Cardi wears emotion on her sleeve. Tasha believes in keeping your friends close, but your enemies closer. Tasha is making and hiding much dollars. But Ladon, how is that winning though? I appreciate the super chat, but you got to explain to me, when we come and we have these conversations, I want us to really have the conversation and kind of put our emotions to the side. How are you winning if you keep plucking away at somebody? If I do not like somebody, they said when you hold a grudge, you are harming yourself more than you are ever harming the other person. And I'm telling y'all, that's facts. You harm yourself more when you hold a grudge. They said forgiveness is for yourself, not for the other person, right? So, and then she said, Cardi wears emotion on the sea. Tasha believes in keeping friends close and enemies closer, and Tasha is hiding. You know how much energy is with you hiding something. You see this Moriah Mills, she was hidden. Do you see how jacked up she is now in the head? Because she was hidden. It's too much energy. It's too much energy. Who wanted to speak?
I did.
Cardi, but Diva, Cardi was winning. Cardi was winning, and she came back into the playing field by mentioning Tasha's children. And Tasha's been circling like a great white shark was circling that submarine. Tasha was waiting to strike on Cardi. And as soon as she mentioned her children, and any mother, as soon as you mention anyone's children, a mother is going to strike. And that's what Tasha was waiting for. And as soon as Cardi mentioned Tasha's kids, Tasha went on this long tirade, and I don't follow them on Instagram. I'm not a fan of either women. But I did hear and see about Tasha's social media rant today. Tasha went on that long tirade, and she knew that she was going to cut her to the white meat today, to the bone, showing that background with the baby's bed in the background, saying, here, your man is out there again doing you wrong and dirty, knowing that was going to cut Cardi and shut her down quickly. And she hasn't been active all day on social media because she knew that she had to get her house under control, whether it was a game and Tasha's going through her own personal turmoil right now, because I understand her best friend has passed away recently. So she's going through her own personal turmoil as well. So that's also her own thing that she's going through. So it is a lose-lose game that they're both playing. Nobody's winning. Nobody's winning.
Kat, thank you so much. Judges stick together. Don't forget, Tasha K. They sure do. They sure do. They sure do. Did anybody else want to say anything?
Yes,
I did.
Okay. Give me a minute, Emmanuel, and then I'll go to Dustin.
Okay. Let me say this because I disagree with a lot that has been said. Mm-hmm. So this obsession that Tasha K has for Cardi B after losing and owing her millions is weird. It's just plain out weird. She already took the L, yet she is so stubborn. She is so prideful. She just can't let it go. Now, I don't agree that Cardi B is losing. Let's remember, Cardi B hadn't talked about Tasha K in a while. When Cardi B made that statement about the Titanic, it had nothing to do with Tasha K. Tasha K is the one that inserted herself in that guy's Instagram and posted that comment about Takeoff. Now, the Takeoff situation is a very sensitive thing, and it was a really, really deep stab onto Cardi B. So, of course,
Come on, Emmanuel.
she had to reply. And when you were talking about me and about my pow-pows and trying to correlate that to someone who I really, really care about who just passed, then yeah, I'm going to talk about your kids, your mom, your grandma, your sister, everyone. So Cardi B just responded back to the attack that Tasha K did, which was disgusting. So listen, Cardi B, at the end of the day, she's going to be rich. And I don't know why we expect Cardi B to be so above. I don't know. Like, we got to remember, Cardi B's career blew up so fast. And she was always that girl, you know, from New York. And for her to change so quickly, I mean, I don't think it's realistic. So Tasha K needs to watch herself because she's made her bed and she's going to lie on it. She keeps digging her own grave deeper and deeper. When is it going to stop?
Thank you, Emmanuel. Hold on 1 second. Michelle, thank you so much for the super chat. She said Tasha K can win social media, but a judgment is a judgment, period. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, Ladon Sweet Tea. The reason why Tasha K is so good at what she does is thrives on conflict. Tasha's fandom is going to grow tenfold until she can afford the $4 million.
Diva, can I say something?
You can.
Okay.
Super chat.
Let me listen here. This the thing, people. Okay, I want y'all to realize this. Tasha K is older than Cardi B. Okay, we shouldn't have to teach Tasha K how to act in public. You can't not say stuff that is not true, knowing that it's untrue, and spread rumors about somebody. That's what you can't do. There's laws that protect us. And as far as both of them, I got one quote I want to say to both of them. One of the hardest lessons in life is letting go. Whether it's guilt, anger, love, loss, or betrayal, change never is easy. We fight to hold on and we fight to let go.
Whew. Anybody else?
Diva Chef Kev hasn't said anything.
Okay, Chef Kev, your thoughts?
Hey, I think both women need to keep their mouth shut. That's what happens when you can't keep your mouth shut.
Yes.
But I just feel, the same way I felt about Russell Simmons. You don't feed into the social media. Don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You already won. Don't say nothing. So you, like she said, don't punch down. When you're already won the case, you won.
Mm-hmm.
Just walk away. What all she's going to do is, big her up, make more money because I'm gonna get it. You're working for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing to say. So I mean, all she's doing is stooping to a level, and it just shows that, something Jay-Z said a long time ago. He goes, just because somebody got a certain amount of money, it don't change who they are. Cardi B is coming across as ghetto. And just because she got a couple dollars don't change who she is, because that's the ghetto hood rat mentality. You up here doing the ranting and raving on Twitter or social media, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your mouth shut. You know what I mean? If anybody is in her circle, who advising her should advise her to keep her mouth shut, but she can't. So that's it.
So Cardi B is 30. They've been dealing with this for 7 years, according to Tasha. So that means Cardi B was 23 when this started. Tasha K is 41. And so at 41, you still dealing with this situation right here, and you owe $4 million at 41. At 41. And a bulk of her money and advertisement, I don't know her business. I don't know how it's going over there at the TashaLive.com. But I know that a bulk of her stuff was coming from YouTube. And now if that is shut down and the advertisement is shut down, I don't know what's going on. But it's just, either way, it's sad. It's sad. Melissa, thank you so much for the super sticker. I truly appreciate it. Anybody else that I did not let wanted to say something?
Diva, I got one more thing.
Yes.
And my mama used to say that with the Christ, right? They held them and then they nailed them. And that's all I got to say. People gonna talk about you regardless. This new generation take too much to heart with people saying disparaging things about them.
Yeah.
They take it too much to heart. I can tell everybody's feelings is hurt. Like Cardi and her feelings, Tasha and her feelings. Man, they need to get them some therapy and get up out their feelings.
But Cardi ready to like sue somebody else, another blogger.
Shit, you know what? Let me tell you something. Cardi B, she's losing it right now. She's really losing it. She's losing it because she's allowing this whole thing to really, really get to her. And it's so sad. I don't know, like she said she takes care of her mother. I don't know. I would literally be telling my sister, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. I promise you this. Now we have no control over when it will happen, but everybody reaps what they sow. I promise you that. And again, I promise you, you're not going to live an easy life with a $4 million bill over your head. You're just not. And then, Tasha mentioned in the live that she did that her son is in Africa. Not sure where the daughter, going to school in Africa. Not sure where the daughter is. But she went from, she puts up a good front, right? But do I think she's not impacted by this? She most certainly is. You went from being in the home with you, your husband, your daughter, and your son. Now your son's in Africa. I'm guessing the daughter might still be here with her. I don't know. And then, it's you and your husband. It's just...
I thought the husband was in Africa too.
I don't know where he's at. I'm not sure.
Can I say one thing real quick? That's the other thing I wanted to say. And you got kids too.
Right. Both
and
of
they
them.
friends see this,
Come on, Chef
this nonsense going on.
Come on, Chef.
It's almost embarrassing. Like,
right.
You got kids. I remember one of the blogs where y'all talked about what's the sister name? Imu Doku woman, Nia Long, and how she said her son had to deal with that.
Right.
Y'all purposely going on.
Right.
It's not like somebody revealing y'all stuff. Y'all are purposely going on.
Right.
And so I would be surprised if her kids had none of the apps, none of the social media apps, because I wouldn't want to go on it.
You brought up a good point. The kids are collateral damage. Yes, silence is the best weapon. You can use it. What was that? It says you can use it in a fight like this one. Yes, you can, Special K. Thank you for that. I'm loving your picture too. Yes, you can. Silence is the best weapon. But at this point, 7 years later, some are talking about 7 years a slave. They a slave. They're both slaves to this thing. Both of them are. No one is winning in this. No. Prayer is, unless, does anybody have anything to say before I close this piece out?
Yes, I want to say, if Tasha K was supposedly so triggered that Cardi mentioned her kids, how does she think Cardi felt when she said that Cardi was going to pass that STD to her daughter? Come on now.
Now she swore, Tasha K again in this rant she did. She swore she did not say that.
Well,
I don't know, Emmanuel. You know what I mean? But you are correct. You are correct. Because literally, and what she said with Cardi B said was, is your kids won't be able to go to college because I'm coming for my money. It's not like she said something very derogatory about the kids. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right. She just said that Tasha K herself won't financially support them in that. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a mess. Let me tell you anybody else before I move forward? I will just say this. I really hope this thing ends in terms of them pulling it out on social media. But I do believe that it just might, because I feel like what Tasha did today, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I felt like it really broke Cardi B down. And I think maybe this will be what Cardi B unfortunately needed so that she can go in her corner and shut up and do whatever it is she had to do.
No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
You know why though? I think the Offset cheating thing really hurts her. Really hurts her. I'm a fan of people. I'm not a fan of people who cause us rats and roaches. Yeah. I hear what you're saying with that. So many people are saying, well,
it's not what somebody called you, it's what you answer to. And if you know you're not none of those things, it shouldn't bother you at all.
Oh, well, that's not her issue. Her issue was all the other things that Tasha K said about her. And I mean, I'm not going to say her feelings are not valid, but the feelings been going on for 7 years, right? You won the judgment, okay? It's time to climb up out of that. And spend your energies on something else. Skydive. Get on the submarine and go see the Titanic. Go do something else.
You know what, Leo?
Don't get on no submarine and see the Titanic. That's how them people died.
Hold on. Not for nothing, Tasha K did tell some truth in her rant. Go work on your music. So
put it in the music. Right. That's what they used to do back in the days. Remember that, Diva, the rap battle? They would put it in the music.
Yes.
Put it in the music.
You make a rap song. This blogger owes me $4 million. Whatever. And I'm letting her know I'm not going to let up until I get it. Come on, we can write the lyrics for her right now.
Why you want to talk about me? The ROXANNE. I'm sorry.
That's it. Put it in the music. Hit it in the head with the music.
That part.
Something that Tasha K ain't got no she ain't got no hold in that. She don't got an inch of field in the music industry. Put her on blast in a song. Don't cuss her out. Don't talk about her kids. Right. Put the whole real situation out there. Rhyme it on out.
Come on now. I gave her one bar right there just about the case.
Well,
that's
the problem.
Listen, she could add a bar. We went to court. The judge said yes. The jury of 12. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's right. I'm a winner. I won that case.
That part.
People back up off me. All y'all coming for me, back up. Because I'm that one. What I said, Diva, I'm the number one stunner. I got the number one ticket.
Listen, we could give her 12 songs right off the bat.
Now you stole number one from me.
But literally, we could give her 12 songs. What do they need to do this album? You need 12 tracks? We got 12 for her right off the bat. One of them could be called The Judgment. The other one could be I Won.
That's it.
The other one could be Getting Up Off Your Back.
The other one could be called 4 Million.
And the other one could be I Ran Your Son Africa.
Now we won't do that one in my opinion. Yikes, okay? But I'm just saying, we got this. Wait, Judgment, yes, I got the Judgment coming for the coins. Bronx lyric. Come on now. I got the Judgment coming for them coins. Come on. That's it. And that's right. She not being smart. Cardi need to be come on now. Somebody need to get up the Barty fans, whatever her fans are called, need to get up in her DMs and tell her we got the music for you, girl. Bronx gangster. Okay?
Man, we can help her in the music. For the anniversary too? That would be genius.
Yeah, no, here's another one. You can run, but you can't hide.
That's right. That's right.
Child, these people
do an ether beat. If those who know, do an ether beat. Do that. I mean, come in hard.
Come on, Nas.
That's it.
Get the people that know how to do those comeback raps or whatever you want to call them, and get the writing, girl. Come on, Best IPK got one for her. 4 million problems, and my money ain't one of them. Come on now, Best IPK.
You better do that, BK. Best BK, you better do that, girl.
Okay, come on now. Come chat. Wait, what did Sonya say? Hold on one second. Come chat. We can becoming record producers over here. Girl, stop wasting your time. And you know what? Let me be. Oh wait, she needs to reach out to Ross and Shantae. Come on now, for real. You know what? The judge got my back. Signed the dotted line. Come on now, Kat. Okay.
Hey, Diva.
Yes.
One of the songs could be. Let's call it. Let's move on.
Oh, come on, Dustin.
After you pay me my money.
After you, she better have my money, you know.
That's the follow-up album, Dustin. That's the follow-up. After she get her money.
That's right.
Yes. So we done solved this problem right here. And let me tell you something. I said this many times, all jokes aside. I really hate that they're both in this position. And I really hate that Tasha K is in this position. Which I was watching when she was like, I hit one second, Dustin. I was watching when she said I hit 1 million subscribers. She was so happy. She was so elated. And it's like she did the darn thing. And couldn't even really celebrate. Why? Because she was in the midst of the jungle with this thing right here. And I really feel that way before it got to this point, they could have did some mediation. They could have did something. It didn't have to be where it's at today. But if you want to be that stubborn, you're going to have to reap the benefits of you being that stubborn. And it is what it is.
I was going to say something, Diva.
Yes, go ahead.
I do feel bad for Tasha K, but then in a sense I don't, because she put herself in this situation. She didn't have to fight it. She could have just paid the money and called it good enough.
Melissa, you know what? Thank you, Dustin. Melissa, you know what? I love you because I ain't mad at you, because when I'm 10 toes down for somebody, I'm 10 toes down for them. And you saying that I get what Tasha K did, but it doesn't warrant $4 million. But see, the thing is, when we do something, we're not the one that is able to say what our punishment is going to be. Mm-hmm. And I tell my son that all the time. You can't, if you do something crazy in these streets. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be able to say, "Oh, I want my punishment to be 2 months or 2 days." Or you don't get to choose your punishment. Someone else does.
You don't get to say what you want to be. You don't get to say what you want to be done with. They get to say what you got to be done with.
You don't. Okay.
You don't get to choose your consequence. You don't get to choose your consequence. There's actions, things happen, cause, and then there's consequence. And you don't get to choose what it is.
One last thing, Diva. Where are the Barbs? Where are the Barbs? They're so passionate. They're so, they defend their leader. They hate Cardi. Why don't they chip in to help Tasha K?
Sir.
Emmanuel, stop.
He's being serious though. Smoke, you're in the building. I'm trying to do an express train. So go ahead and close this out. I'm going to drop the last subject to another day.
Okay.
Yes.
My thoughts on Tasha K and Cardi B is Tasha K is a low down monkey with a wig on. The way that she's doing Cardi B and causing this dysfunction, she is going to mess with the wrong one, and that person going to find her in the streets. And in the words of Mama Joyce, I'ma drag you down, you low down heifer.
Well, Tasha K I'm gonna say this again. Tasha K put herself in this situation, in my opinion. She didn't have to do this. She could have just paid the money and called it good enough. This is ridiculous.
I knew Smoke was gonna come in here and throw it up for me.
All right. Okay. All right. I can't even breathe right now.
Diva at a loss for words.
Diva is too strong to speak.
Yes. Yeah. Listen. They like So you know what? At the end of the day, we need resolution. Okay, it's Friday. Let's have a resolution. I'm going around because we're gonna close this thing out. Okay, I'm gonna start at the top. So Robin, you give us the Cardi B solution and give us the Tasha K solution. We're doing nothing but solutions. What is your solution, Robin?
Cardi needs to just be quiet, be pensive, concentrate on her music and her family.
Mm-hmm.
Let her attorneys do their work, and that will be good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Tasha K also needs to be quiet, repent, and probably throw herself on several altars in every religious denomination there is. See a Santeria, and anything else that she could conjure up, some witch doctors, somebody in the bush over in Africa when she goes to see her kid, because she need a whole lot more than Jesus.
Okay, thank you, Robin. Yeah, Paulette, all she needs is $4 per follower. Dustin.
Yes, Diva.
Your final thoughts, but we need solutions. What is your solution for Tasha K?
Tasha K needs to pay her $4,000 to call it good enough. This was getting tiring and getting sickening. Let's move on by now. Come on now. However many years it's been, 7 years, 3 years, I don't care. Let's move on and pay your money.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Cardi B?
Cardi B just needs to listen or do her music and get money a different way, and she needs to let her lawyers take care of this situation. She needs to stay out of it.
Thank you. Radiance, your solutions?
Tasha K focus on her YouTube, her media platform that she's building, pay Cardi B her money, and make sure her kids are good in Africa. Cardi B focus on her music or find a new passion. Maybe she wants to get into acting. Heal, accept the money when it comes, and focus on her family.
Amen. Fifi, you're not right. She said Cardi B needs a team with an indoor camera company.
Ooh.
So that when she walk out and allegedly walks in with somebody else, she'll be able to see it. I ain't messing with you tonight, Fifi. Leo, what are your thoughts?
Whatever this is that Tasha K that's burning inside her to keep wanting to poke that bear, she might want to evaluate that before she destroys everything she's already built. And I'm not talking about the $4 million that she owed to someone, a judgment, but I mean her whole ability, her insecurities about her own abilities is driving this thing. Also, she obviously thinks she need Cardi B, because you know why? She keep Cardi B in her mouth. So obviously there's something going on with that makes her feel like she has to drag this poor woman. Okay. And then on the other hand, with Cardi B, girl, you really need to get some business in your life. You need to do something else. Focus on something else. You cannot let a 7-year beef control your reality right now, today, on these social medias. I just looked it up. She is a 30-year-old woman, right? A 30-year-old woman with 2 kids and a husband.
That's pretty young.
It is still pretty young, but it's still, wait a minute now. It is young, but it ain't that young. I remember 30. I mean, it was 20-some years ago, but I still remember 30.
Right.
I was still real. That 30 is the age, right? I don't know about you, Diva, but 30 was the age that I realized in my 20s, when I thought I knew something, I really didn't know it.
Right.
And I had a whole great job, built a whole house, did all these kind of things, and then realized I really didn't know. So Cardi B really needs to evaluate what she wants to give, whom she wants to give her power to.
Yes.
People don't realize your words are powerful.
Yes.
And when you take that energy that she won the case, right? She won the case. So you take that same energy that you still have towards Tasha K, you could use that energy for something else that's more positive, that's going to actually build something for you and your family, even if it is emotional energy that you give to your family, because you're not concentrating on BS, this dumb stuff. I'm gonna say it. This stuff is dumb. Both of them. No one will gain anything from this display of debauchery and disgusting behavior between women.
Hey, Leo, I have to say I agree with you on all of this. I think it's all this for sure. I think a lot of it that's just for sure, and a lot of it Tasha K just with the attention and all this. And so I think she's getting all the attention that she did. So all the attention that she wants and all the attention that she needs and needs. But that's all she wants, the attention out of this, and she's getting all of the attention, and I don't like it.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Okay, mine is the same for both of them, and mine is let go and let God.
Come on now. That's it and that's all. Thank you, bro. I love you. Emmanuel?
Look, I'm usually the pacifist on here, but Cardi, finish her off. Proverbially, metaphorically, let me clarify that. But the situation, she threw the first punch, throw the last one.
Oh.
That's all.
Emmanuel said, she started, I'm going to finish it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Emmanuel, where's my sweet baby?
I know.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. He said not tonight. Smoke. And just so you know, this is how Cardi B is wasting her time. This girl on Instagram has 167 million followers.
A waste of time.
Right.
A waste.
And you slinging in the mud for what? For what?
To come up dirty. To come up, and the pig likes it.
To come up dirty. Come on now. You done set that thing right there. To come up dirty. For what? If I had 160 million followers, right? 167 million. Let me just share this real quick. There's no way I would be wasting my time fighting with anyone. I would be focusing on giving that 160 million followers what they want, my music.
Yep.
But don't you think
put it on now?
You don't have to love it. For whatever it is, there's people out there that love this look, love her being who she is. And look at her. This is all his kids. She's dealing with all of that, and she in here. What? Why are you slinging? Why are you slinging in the mud?
She's scared to grow. She's scared to grow. She don't see herself outside of this image that she has created for herself. She is over sexualized, and then somebody uses that against her, and she don't know how to move from that place, from being insulted and hurt. And all of that, like I said again, giving someone else your power emotionally, mentally. Like this woman is spinning space in her brain. It should not be that way. That is a problem.
Ain't it though?
Leo is that is brilliant.
Yeah. You want to know something so ironic? You know, her and Nicki Minaj don't get along. I'm not going to start now. I'm going to finish this close out. But right here, she looked like Nicki Minaj.
Oh, no.
Don't say that, Diva.
Don't do it, Emmanuel.
I'm not saying that in a bad way. Look at this picture right here. That side profile looks like Nicki Minaj.
It does. But all the rap girls got it though, Diva. All the rap girls got it. All the rap girls do that same dig. They do that same get up. That get up right now is generic because everybody got it.
Because everybody got it. She's wasting her time. And look at this beautiful daughter. This is ridiculous. All right, finish, because y'all done took the
don't you guys
turned into a regular train.
Wait, don't you guys think it's about principle though? Sure, she's wasting her time, but isn't it about the principle?
I think I get what you're saying, Emmanuel, but I think that if you merge what you're talking about and what Leo talked about, that's another better solution for her. So, she wants to fight her fight because she's right, and she doesn't want anyone to forget that she's right and that she won. But then what Leo is talking about, I had the same assessment about Jennifer Hudson. She got cast into this thing, but she never defined herself. So I would never watch it, but I know she was on the Love and Hip Hop, and then she blew up. And I don't think that she saw anything beyond the world of Love and Hip Hop, which she's kind of still living at this moment.
You want to know what's funny though, Robin? She did. I don't know where she lost her way, but give me a minute. Flip, you are correct. Cardi still that insecure stripper going live on Instagram, unfortunately. You are correct. Let me tell you why she saw a different Robin, and I don't know where she fell off the wagon. She clearly said, because I used to watch Love and Hip Hop then, right? This chick clearly said she got 2 years here, and she was going to go do her rap thing. That girl said it and did it. She actually, Mona Scott, but hold on, I'm gonna let you in. Hold on. Mona Scott thought that she wasn't going to make it. And I'm not saying this is right. She said F Mona Scott. And then the next thing you know, that girl came out with Bodak Yellow and blew that scene up. She went on Love and Hip Hop for 2 years, I want to say it was. But she said, I'm not going to be here longer than that. So that girl had a plan. She executed the plan. And when she executed it, I don't think, even though she had that plan, I don't think she thought it was going to go to the level that it did so quickly. And she stuck between two worlds now.
Well, she knew it was gonna go there, but she just didn't know what to do next after she got there.
And you know what's funny? When I look, I don't know, I saw one of her old teachers on the news here, local news in New York, and the way that the teacher described Cardi is not the Cardi that we see publicly, including how she was a AP student. She took, advanced placement courses in high school. So she clearly has academic chops, but, socially and then vocationally, she's stuck. So she needs some guidance. And we don't we meaning me, have no idea who's being and doing that for her. And that's a missing component as well.
And I'm gonna say this too. Okay, another thing.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Okay, so another thing too, y'all. The Bodak Yellow. If you listen to it now, and then you listen to the Tomorrow that she had with Glorilla, her rap, her ability to flow has advanced, and I don't even think she really appreciates how far she has grown. She has always wanted and knew she was on a path to figure out what way she could be in entertainment. She has said out her mouth, she don't really know if she a good rapper, but she do know she a good entertainer. And is she losing her way getting caught up with this Tasha K stuff? Really, girl, you wasting your time. Okay, I'm done.
You're welcome. No problem. Go ahead, Smoke, because I'm closing out, people. We're supposed to express. Go ahead.
In the words of Cardi B, if a girl have beef with me, she gonna have beef with me forever. Okay, listen, I'm with Emmanuel on today. Finish her, literally. Fatality, brutality. If you come for me and I don't send for you, I'm coming for you. Even if you didn't send for me.
Mortal Kombat flames, boy. Not y'all with the Mortal Kombat.
I sure did. Finish her. Finish her.
Thank you and good night.
That part.
Yes. Okay. All right. Chef Cab, your final words. We closing this train out. Come on, Cat, help us this out. Chef Cab, anything you want to say to these ladies as we close out?
Yeah, I got 2 words. Shut up.
I knew he was gonna say that.
That's it. They made me go get a drink.
Listen, Chef Cat.
I opened back up the drink cart for the last round because that is too much.
I'll be there. I'll be there, Chef. I'm on my way.
Listen, this girl is absolutely beautiful. She's wasting her God-given gift. She's wasting it.
She need to be taking acting classes. Yes. She need to be taking singing classes. She want to be an entertainer, then do what the great entertainers do.
Yeah.
Train. Teach yourself. Learn yourself to be that entertainer that she said she wanted to be. I see you, Chef. I see you.
Listen, guys, thanks for being here. I enjoyed you tonight. This was Friday night trending topics, and you know, I'm just on the side of forgive, because that's the best gift to yourself. Forgive.
I believe that too, Diva.
And listen,
me and you only.
I ain't trying to push nobody to what I believe. If you really believe, God said, "Let vengeance be mine." That's it, and that's all. You won't have to do a thing. You can sit back, relax.
Amen.
That man said, "Let vengeance be mine." And every time I got out of his way, I truly won. But anyway, guys, love y'all. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for throwing this trending topics. This train has pulled into the last stop. I don't care where you go, but you got to get off my train. I'll see you next time, and don't forget,
have a good night, Diva.
All your belongings. Don't leave nothing behind. We'll see you next time. Bye.
That's
everybody.
it. I'm picking up my drinks. Bye.